Forests are for trees, not for human settlements. This year, in Feb, we gave them another notices. In writing, we give them what we call eviction notices, so that you are allowed to voluntarily vacate the forest. We gave them in Feb. We gave them last week. As you can see, some of the stubborn ones were still there, but most of them voluntarily left the forest. This is just one block. What we have done today, we have solved a perennial problem in Prison Spring block. All the 9 blocks, as far as forestry is concerned, will be recovered. The next phase may be we may go to Gweri, because last year we opened Gweri block. So if there is anyone in Gweri block, ask to voluntarily leave before we come with this. There are more expensive building up in Gweri. There are growers and villages in a 10 block. They will go down. Government and the president is very committed in issues or matters environment. Or doing anything in a gazetted area, be it a forest, wetland, or a swamp, is an illegality. One thing is that when we warn you, when you are an encroacher, encroachment is an illegal activity. You are not compensated. You are not actually, ideally, we should have even arrested these encroachers and we have them prosecuted. But also still, we have their buildings put down. So the issues of compensation, the National Forestry and Tree Planting Act of 2003 does not provide for compensation of an encroacher.
Last year, we had a meeting with all the district officials, all the stakeholders and the local leaders, and we gave these people 2 weeks to vacate the place. Some of them moved, but these ones refused to go. And on top of not leaving the place, they have destroyed all the trees that have been planted by the private tree farmers that were offered this place for ecological issues. They were supposed to plant trees here. You see this place being near the city. It is a good belt for greening Soroti city. So instead of them allowing the other people who were offered the place to plant trees, instead they would uproot the trees and even cut down all the mature trees. When they started showing signs of construction, we came here and we told them, this is a forest reserve. This is a reserved area for the government. Please don't construct. But of course they tell us they will construct forcefully, and finally their fate came. This is Prison Spring block. And now another block that we are heading to is Soroti block. Also has some illegalities there. Etem block is also going to be handled. There is a rally. I'm telling you these ones that we have not tackled, because these other ones we cooled down the illegalities from last year. Then also Gweri, there are some other structures that were owned and we served the eviction notes, but they haven't left.
Disturbed by the encroachers who had constructed the buildings inside the forest. They used to uproot actually our seedlings, but we are very happy today. NFA has rescued us. They came and demolished the building which they constructed inside the forest.
Fortunately, this land here was purchased minus the consent of the NSOA committee. It was an arrangement between the seller and the buyer. Therefore, when it came to our knowledge that there was some transaction that had occurred down this way, we tried to speak to these people who purchased this land from an individual. Then the person said, it is my land. We even tried to inform these buyers, before you begin any construction, can you consult? Request is, if the city council could actually follow up, as NFA has worked on its program, let the city council come and open this road. There's a road here, which is supposed to connect from Professor Tim up to Showa. If they have no budget, let them try to organize.